Hi there, I'm a 15-year-old game developer and I procrastinate a lot. Like I procrastinated on every project, on finishing games, and even procrastinated on making this video. So after 3 months of making little to no progress, and then 1 week of actual panic working, I finally made something super simple. Let me introduce you to Grand Theft Hotdog. So I made this in Godot. It's fast, it's simple, and honestly perfect for what I needed, which was a platformer. Yeah, I know, super original. But before I get all technical and boring, let me explain the idea. You play as Frank, this truck driver who decides for some reason to steal the legendary hot dog, hidden in a giant's home or castle. And obviously, the giant's not happy about this. So he chases you through the entire level with his massive hands, trying to get his hot dog back. I know what you're thinking, this is peak game design, and you'd be right. Anyway, Frank can do the usual stuff like run, jump, wall slide and wall jump. You know, platformer things. I also made a dash and a double jump at some point, but then the prototype got messy, so I just deleted them. Problem solved. At first I had everything crammed into one giant script, which was a terrible idea. So I switched to a state machine, which is basically a cleaner way to organize how the player moves between different actions. And everything became way easier to manage. But even after that, the controls felt kinda off. So I added some tricks that made the platformer feel better. Coyote time, so you can jump right after leaving a ledge, and jump buffering, so if you press jump early, it still counts. And that actually fixed it, now it feels way more responsive. And speaking of things that feel good, a platformer without a decent camera is just pain. So I made the camera follow you smoothly, it looks a bit ahead in the direction you're going, and it doesn't have a seizure if you spam left or right like a maniac. Basically, you can actually see where you're going and avoid running into stuff like this. Alright, so with that all sorted out, I made the levels. Level 1 is pretty much a tutorial, basic jumps, some traps and nothing too crazy. But level 2? Yeah, that's when the giant wakes up. His hand just spawns behind you and starts chasing, and it's not slow, like, at all. If it catches you, you're basically done. So now you're not just platforming anymore. You're running for your life, dodging traps and jumping gaps. All while this giant hand is trying to squash you flat. Level 3 is... yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that one. But let's just say it gets worse. Beat all 3 levels and you get a win screen. Simple and done. The game's free on each page if you wanna try it. Just don't be too harsh, okay? It's literally my first finished game. Alright, the game is done. Time to see if it actually worked. How you say? Well, by torturing my friends with it. Vai, sei pronto a testarlo?
Poi le texture delle...
Ti piace?
Perché Steve Jobs?
Ti conviene scappare? Oh, no, non è valido, ok, il dash. L'avevo disattivato. E si è buggato.
Meanwhile,
E si...
Non l'hai fatto.
perché si salto con...
So it seems like the game crashes sometime. The player slides when landing and the vertical jump is unresponsive.
Oh, ok, oh, stiamo arrivati qua.
Appena salterai su quella piattaforma inizia a seguirti. E
Ok.
niente.
Da lì.
E niente.
Nulla, sono già morte.
T'ha fatto fuori. Vai, salta. Vai ancora. No! Vai, hai l'altra possibilità. Vai. Salta.
Ma perché messo un ostacolo lì in mezzo?
Another problem is that the hand is too fast. Dai che ce la puoi fare. C'eri quasi. Ed è caduto. Ed è ricaduto. Non è possibile, oh. Stai facendo troppo di corsa.
Ce la faccio? Vai, ce la faccio. Oh dai. Oh. Finalmente.
This was the first tester. He struggled a lot. In the end, he cheated a bit, but at least he made it. After like 45 minutes, so it's okay for now. And the second one, 50 minutes for 3 levels. So there were bugs everywhere, crash outs and bug abuses. So after watching them suffer, I spent a few more hours fixing the worst bugs before uploading it. The version on each is slightly more stable now. You're welcome. But it's still hard, really hard. So yeah, this project took way longer than it should have. Not because it was hard or anything, but because I kept overthinking literally everything. So eventually I just forced myself to focus on what actually mattered and finished something for once. The lesson here? Make it ugly. Make it small. Just make it. Worry about making it pretty later. And yeah, that's it for today. If you found yourself in my situation or just liked the video, like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'll probably make more of this eventually. Oh, and seriously, go try the game. It's free, it's short, and I'm curious if you can actually beat my friends. Oh, and don't forget to leave a feedback in the comments. Well, see you in the next one.